Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cody the Coin Raptor, and welcome to my channel. I'm here to provide you the best crypto content that you can find, and we're starting with our chart TA. Bitcoin has been on the move yet again, and it has broken through that level that I previously outlined before that I said was key. The bottom part of this channel, of this wedge, it broke right through it. I'll zoom out a little bit here so you can see it right here on the daily. Went right through. It has been a brutal last couple of days. You can see here, nothing but red so far, multiple days in the red, and now it's broken right through this rising wedge. And remember I said before that the rising wedge is a bearish pattern. And if you look at the pattern, this is almost the exact shape of a bearish wedge in which you have higher lows, okay? You have also higher highs, and then it comes up, hits its head on the top point of this rising wedge, and then it goes and busts right through the bottom here. So what does this mean for Bitcoin near term? All right, near term, on the daily, you check the daily RSI, it's at 46 right now in no man's land, neither overbought nor oversold. But if you go and check the hourly, which is something I like to pay attention to, massively oversold on the hourly. It's at 27 right now, and 27, 28 or so. And then if we check the weekly, which is something that I definitely feel like we need to talk about here, the weekly, it's at 35, okay? So despite this huge run up that Bitcoin has had, all the way from 17,000 to about 23,000 right now, it is still been kept under wraps. There hasn't been much demand for Bitcoin lately. It is stuck at this, let's say, under 38 or so RSI. So still pretty massively oversold right now, especially when you compare it to Bitcoin's entire history. Bitcoin does not spend very much time at this RSI level. There's the crash in March 2020. There's the crash in December of 18. And then basically below that, not much data back from that point, really. I mean, there's like August of 15 or so, that bear market. But Bitcoin does not spend very long in this whole area here. And you can actually see, well, you can see the 200-week moving average that I've talked about at about 23,048 or so. And Bitcoin is kind of gravitating towards that area. Let me see if I can stretch this out a little bit. Bitcoin is gravitating towards this area. It's about right here or so. It's tried to bounce. It's trying to bounce right now, and it's basically being pulled towards this 200-week moving average because people see this as strong support and strong resistance. So if this goes under, then it will become very strong resistance. But as I've said before, Bitcoin spends very little time, both at this RSI and under the 200-week moving average. That's why I've decided to add to my Bitcoin DCA. I did a small buy here at about 22,890 or so. Definitely looking to add to that point because we're in rarefied territory right now. And I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But Bitcoin is historically oversold right now, and I'm definitely looking to add to my position. Now for Ethereum, we're going to go check the Ethereum charts. Ethereum in much better shape than Bitcoin. All right. It's coming down just a little bit. Remember, it bounced off this 2,000 region, and it's pulling back to about 1,800 or so. We should see support here at about 1,650 if it keeps going down here. But where it is right now is also, it looks like sustainable support for a little while anyways. It's at about 56 RSI. So right now, Ethereum's kind of, again, in no man's land on the daily. But if you take a look at the hourly, RSI right now is 36, so it's oversold right now. That doesn't mean it can't go lower, certainly, but it is well, it's approaching very oversold, which is when it hits 30. So it could go down a little bit more here, but as soon as it comes down, if it touches 30 on the RSI, expect that there's going to be a bounce. Now, if we take a look at the weekly, however, for Ethereum, it's a completely different story than Bitcoin. Ethereum weekly is at about 44, much higher than Bitcoin's weekly. So it's definitely more overbought at this point than Bitcoin is. I'm staying away from Ethereum. I'm not making big buys on Ethereum or anything. I'm waiting for it to pull back. There's been a lot of run up right to the merge, and I'm waiting to see what happens. Now, if we take a look at the dominance, Bitcoin dominance has actually gone up a little bit. It's come up from about 40% to 41%, and Ethereum dominance has stayed in this resistance zone. And I've talked about this resistance zone many times. If you guys are curious, check my Twitter. I have a whole post on it. And so now I want to go ahead and get to our first stories. First, you have Crypto.com laying off 260 employees, okay? And then they decided that they're going to go ahead and let go of hundreds more. So Crypto.com, I've been posting a couple times on my Twitter about this, but Crypto.com they've been slashing earn rates, they've been slashing interest, and they've been reducing rewards. Now, why is Crypto.com doing this? It's because, much like many other exchanges, they're having financial difficulty. Unlike, say, a Coinbase, we can't actually look at the finances of Crypto.com, and instead, what we have to go off of is them slashing earns, them slashing rewards, and them laying off more people as a matter of cost cutting. So we don't know exactly how many people were laid off, but it is estimated to be in the hundreds, okay? And they have previously announced that they were laying off 260 employees, or about 5% of its workforce, okay? So with Crypto.com, you guys may have remembered they had many different commercials during the Super Bowl, and they have their own stadium, which is formerly LA's Staples Center, okay? So they spent a lot of money on marketing. Well, I'll watch this and try to give you more news as I get it. Next, CoinDesk reporting that the U.S. says that the crypto lender Celsius collapse into bankruptcy should be probed. All right, so this I definitely agree with. U.S. government officials asked that an independent examiner be appointed to look into crypto lender Celsius's collapse into bankruptcy, seeking the same sort of investigation previously deployed in the high-profile restructuring of Enron and Lehman Brothers. So the U.S. Trustee's office is interested in probing Celsius Crypto, because they had a massive insolvency happen right in June, where they prevented people from withdrawing on their platform. So they filed bankruptcy. They filed bankruptcy, and they're proceeding with the bankruptcy right now. And so basically these U.S. officials are saying, well, we should have an independent investigator come in and just take a look at their finances and how they conduct business. And honestly, to this, I definitely agree. Many people have been hurt by Celsius's collapse, by some things that were said that may or may not have been untrue and interpreted as such. But right now, I think that it would be appropriate for them to conduct a full-scale investigation into what happened with Celsius. But that's only just my opinion. Next, very important, BlackRock, Google, and Morgan Stanley are investing billions of dollars into blockchain and crypto technology. This is huge. This is very bullish. These are massive firms, okay? BlackRock manages trillions of assets. Google is one of the biggest companies on the planet. Morgan Stanley, a very well-known bank. They're all pouring billions of dollars into blockchain and crypto technology due to this report here. And this is a report from crypto analytics platform Block Data. So 40 firms have invested about $6 billion into blockchain and in crypto companies between September 2021 and June 2022. So that's not even a full year. That's not even a full year. And remember, this is still happening during the bear market, which I think is probably the most impressive thing here, because many firms and many companies have been running the other way and getting out of crypto and out of blockchain. But no, there are these 40 firms that have spent $6 billion into blockchain. And I expect this is only the beginning. We are still very early at this point. All right, so that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this content, please let me know. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I would greatly appreciate that. This is Cody the Coin Raptor, signing out.